36 in the shop this morning. Whew. Alright, we gotta get serious about this thing. Start moving along, get this chassis under this thing. Got a couple body mount bolts I gotta pop out, get her flipped around, roll the chassis under it, start setting it down, seeing what we gotta do to get this thing mounted. Alright, let's get on it. It's running hot now. Barely stand next to it. First shot here, it's looking pretty good. We got to go down about another 6 inches down, and about 6 or 8 inches we got to stuff the motor into the firewall. So she's a little tight there. So we'll end up cutting into that firewall hump a little bit, but there's plenty of room to make it work. Plenty of room up here for the radiator. There's a lot more room under hood in these trucks than the 47 to 54s, so we'll make it work. But body mounts, I'm kind of starting to scope out an idea for that. We got to trim some of the van mounts off. The rear mounts looks like they line right up with the frame rails pretty close, so we'll be able to go right off there pretty easy. I still got a fuel line yet I got to change, but we're getting there. Next step is start dropping this thing back down closer to its home. We trimmed a couple of the body mounts. We're getting closer. Really, the motor's got to get stuffed into the firewall about 8 inches, get the wheel, into the center of the wheel well, and drop down another, 4 inches at least. We're going to put a bigger tire on this to help fill out that big fender wheel well, but I think it'll look cool. In the front, the original factory frame pockets are going to work out. I got to square it up a little bit more, but plenty of room inside for the motor there. Radiator came in, so we can fit that up. Looks like it'll be probably about a 9-foot flatbed, and I think it's going to work out great. So let's get this chassis trimmed up a little bit and start trimming and cutting metal in our wheel wells and in our firewall, our tunnel, and get this thing closer to its home. Alright, let's do it. Starting to see that 6-liter find its home. Just got to do a little bit more fine trimming. We got to go down probably another, let's say, almost 2 inches, and we got to stick her in deeper into the firewall, probably another 3 at least. So I think we got the basics of the outline. I'll probably do some fine trimming and some straightening from the inside. Here it is on the inside. A little more trimming and straightening to do, like I said, but I think we'll be able to get a nice 3 or 4 bend tunnel cover to fit that and make it look clean. 6 liters finding its home. Lined up the back of the chassis, centered it on the frame rails in the front and the rear. We got about a 1/2 inch side to side play. We'll end up putting a cab corner in this side, but it's looking pretty good back here. I got a fuel line to change, some other chassis prep. I think she's going to work out. Alright, we got the fuel line changed out, so that's all good. Get a little more trimmed up in the tunnel, so that should be good. Next we got to move these brake lines out of the way up front here. That cross member will eventually get moved too, but we'll get to that when we get to the bumper. A little sneak peek from the side profile as best I can do while it's still sort of on the lift. It's looking good. I think I got it down as far as I want. Wheelbase will be centered in the wheel well, the front wheel well. Got a little more tunnel work than I had imagined. A little dark in there, but the motor's sticking through the firewall a little more than I thought it was, but we'll get it. Probably end up making it removable so it's easier for the next guy in case you got to get in there for plug wires and stuff. But But these cabs are a lot bigger than the first gen, so should be more than enough room for your feet and all that. It's looking good though. Got her nice and snug right down to the frame. That cross member might even stay now. Alright, I think that'll wrap that up for this video. I think it's episode 9 of this 55 Chevy build on a 2005 3500 GMC van chassis. Doing a chassis swap, 6 liter 4L80, 8 lug, 1 ton chassis. This was again a 1955 Chevy 4400 truck, so it was like a 1.5 ton or a 2 ton. Big fender truck. Coming along. Today, we finished up getting the body kind of fit down to the chassis, making room for everything. So next video I think will be fitting and making a tunnel cover to cover the motor up that I had to kind of stick into the cab, and start doing some body mounts and get this thing solid down on rubber. And we got get the bumper and finish some interior stuff, and we'll be well on our way to plumbing, wiring, electrical, and a flatbed. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.